Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different. Today I wanted to come to you guys. I'll be honest with you. It took me some time to actually get the guts and courage to even sit in front of this camera to talk to you guys. But I feel like it's a topic that's not spoken about a lot in the African American community, even the Latina, us as minorities. It's something that is just kind of like pushed under the rug. And I felt like it was something I needed to voice. I feel like I want to be able to help somebody. I want to be able to let somebody know that whatever it is, that if you're facing the same issue that I am, that you're not alone and you can get through it. So as you can tell by the title, I have been living with anxiety and panic attacks for quite some time now. I didn't even know if this is something that I had. It started about, I want to say like 4 years ago. And you know, when it first happened to me, it was crazy. It was something very hard for me to deal with, something hard for me to accept, because my body was it was not functioning properly, and it wasn't in control of my body. The first time I got it, it was at home, and you know, I felt a sensation of like fast. My heart was beating so fast, and I felt so hot. I started sweating. You know, I couldn't speak, and I just felt like I was gonna die. Like, that's the first feeling. It feels overwhelming, and that you're gonna die. Like, I wanted to just get away. I wanted to run away because all of these symptoms were coming onto my body so fast, and I couldn't control it. It was such a bad feeling. It was such a bad feeling, and it was really hard for my family. I want to say just my husband specifically, because he's the only one that really, until this day, is the only one that can, you know, calm me down when it happens. It took me a lot. It took me a lot to figure out where this was coming from, because anxiety and panic attacks, they trigger from something. Something triggers you, and it makes you feel an overwhelming feeling of something. And it could be from stress. It could be from not enough money. It could be from an illness. It could be you fighting some type of addiction. Whatever it is, that feeling is real, just so you know. And it was very hard for me to grasp, especially being a mother, and a mother that always has to be super mom, and people that see me as such a positive, productive person. It was something I had to hide, and I think that was, I think that was the hardest part for me, was dealing with something and having to hide it, because once again, it's not spoken about, especially in our generation. You don't want to be judged. What are people going to think about me? Oh no, I see her as this way. She can't have these type of problems. And even for myself, it's like, I'm not normal. Why is this happening to me? But guess what? What is normal? And I'm just here to just let you guys know that it's a tough condition. I don't even want to put a title on it, but I've accepted it. That's the most important thing. I've accepted it. And when it happens to me, I take deep breaths and I give it to God, because God is the only healer. He is the only one. And I just take a second, and I know that I'm not going to die. I take deep breaths in, and you know, you have to just let it go away on its own. I'm learning how to not let things overwhelm me, and it took me a while to even realize where all of this was coming from. And life is not easy, and life hasn't been the prettiest for me, and I had to take time to realize I've been through a lot of trauma in my life. A lot of things were buried deep inside of me, and I guess as you get older and you experience more and more obstacles, just trying to fight your way through, life can be overwhelming. And your body sometimes just doesn't know how to deal with a lot of stress and things that come your way. But I'm here to tell you, you're not by yourself. You're not afraid. You're not alone. Don't be afraid to speak out. We all have some type of issues. You know what I mean? It's not something to feel ashamed of. And I had to learn that for myself. And you know, if you feel like you can't deal with it, go seek therapy, go seek help. Don't deal with it by yourself. And I think the hardest part for me, even before letting my loved ones know about it, was just hiding it. I had to hide it. And I feel like the feeling of being alone, it is the worst feeling I can say. I was in a room full of so many people. I have so many support systems, and I just felt alone when I get these panic attacks. I feel like it's just taking over my body, and I can't shake it, and it lasts sometimes couple of minutes to sometimes even 2 hours, and my body actually feels like it's having a seizure. The way I get it is very severe. I can't speak. I start shaking. I'm like having tremors. You know, my heart is racing. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and I just can't take it. I want to run away. There's a thing that's used, a term. It's fight or flight. And flight means you want to flee the scene. It could be anywhere. And when I was experiencing it, like a couple of years ago, when I didn't know how to cope, I'd be out in the stores and paranoid, scared because it was going to happen. I would literally be afraid to go out and socialize and go places where I used to go because I was scared I was going to have a panic attack, and I didn't want people to see me. And when it happens, I want to run away because I don't want anybody to know this is what it is. But you know what? This is who I am. This is my story, and I'm not ashamed of it. And it's okay. It's okay if people judge you, but you know what? I'm not a judgmental person. So if you're feeling this right now, if you had a hard life, if you're fighting sickness, if you're fighting financial issues, whatever it is that makes you feel overwhelmed and you can't shake this anxiety, it's okay, because I have the same thing, and you're not by yourself. I've been doing pretty good. I want to tell you guys, like 3 years ago, it was bad for me. I wanted to just, I felt like I wanted to die because I couldn't shake it. I couldn't shake it. It wouldn't leave me alone. It was like attacking me. And I would get them so often that I would just stay inside. I would stay inside, and it kind of made me start feeling depressed. And if you know me, I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I'm very adventurous. I love people. I love to go places. And it took over. I let it take over me. And, you know, it was a bad place for me, but I prayed that God would remove this feeling. I prayed that it wouldn't take over, and if this is something that I have, I need to accept it, because the hardest part about things in life is accepting it. Whether it's whatever you have an issue with, if you don't accept it, it can be harder because you're fighting yourself. It's like you're fighting with yourself in your head. You have to face the fact that this is what you have, and this is how you're going to deal with it. Whether you need medication, whether you need some type of therapy, whether you need to take a run, whether you want to write in a journal, whether you want to talk to somebody, whatever. Just don't deal with it by yourself, because you're not by yourself. So yeah, this is a little touchy subject for me. I was kind of scared to even talk about it, but I want you guys to know about me. I want you to know that I'm not perfect. I'm not just all about hair, and that we do have life issues. Everybody comes with some type of issues, and this is something that people need to talk about more. Like I said, in our generation, everybody kind of like ignores what this thing that they call anxiety, or the title that they give it, but we kind of like put a band-aid over it. Not me, but people put band-aids over certain things they don't want to deal with, whether it's, you know, picking up a drink or taking some type of substance just to kind of numb it out because they don't want to face it. But if you don't, it's going to keep bothering you. And when you're done with that high, and when you're done with that, when you sober back up again, it's still going to be there. So I had to come to terms with myself and just deal with it. This is what it is. This is what I have. And I'm going to live with it. I have people that love me, and I'm not by myself. So I just wanted to, come to you guys and share that. And, I kind of wanted to go to like, maybe like some type of therapy session with other people that have this type of, condition that I have. I have yet to really find one. I kind of want to actually start one myself, even like something like for mothers or just people that just get overwhelmed, because I feel like anxiety comes from a big feeling of being overwhelmed, and something triggers it for you to feel like that. But yeah, hope you guys, like this video. Hope you, don't judge me or look at me differently. I'm still, I'm me. And if you suffer or you go through any type of anxiety or panic attacks, feel free to comment down below, and maybe we can talk. I'm here to reach out to all of you. If anybody needs the ear, don't feel like you're by yourself. Don't ignore it. You're not weird. It's life. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I hope you like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.